In this video, I'm going to show you how to add a gradient to text. So to start in Canva, you will open up your design, and because the text option does not automatically have a gradient option built in, we have to go to the apps section in Canva. So the app section can be found on the left-hand side menu. Click apps, and then you can search for apps in Canva. So up here, you can search all of the Canva apps. You can also look down here and find the types of apps that you want by clicking on different categories. But for now, since we know what we want gradient, we're going to type in gradient. So here we have a couple different options, and the one you want for text is type gradient. So click on type gradient and it will pop up. What you are going to do is create your text over here in type gradient. So you would type in whatever you want to have it say. So if you had text here, you can't click on it and use that text in type gradients. You have to create it in this little pop-up over here. So you can delete anything that you had in your design because you will be creating and updating in this section. So you enter your text in the main text box here. Then the next thing you do is select the font. So you have all the different fonts in Canva. You can scroll through, or if you know the name of one, you can type it in, because that is the way that you are going to select your font. So you can basically just go through and pick one that you like. And then when you're done, you click the little back arrow at fonts. So then it will have your font change to whatever you picked. Next, you're going to do the alignment. So you can have it right aligned, center aligned, or left aligned. Really, it's up to you based on what you're doing. And then you can use the slider to adjust the line height. If you have multiple different rows, that's what that adjusts. So if we had text on every row, the line height would put it closer if it's negative and further apart if it's going up higher. So we will just leave it like this. And then the next section is the actual gradient. So this is where you create the colors that you want. Each one of these circles is a stop, and that stop is basically where it is pulling from to create the gradient. So if you click anywhere on here, it will add a new stop. So you can put in a new color. So let's say you wanted some more green in it. You can use the slider to select the color, click off that, and then you see that the gradient includes more of that green color. So this is basically what you can do. You can also drag these along so it changes how the gradient looks. So if you move it all the way over, you can see that the green is pulled down. So you can also use this little line with the two different endpoints to change the direction of the gradient. So let's say you wanted it to go diagonal instead of up and down. You can change it like that. Or if you want it to go horizontal or vertical, you can play around with how it looks like that. So instead of going vertical, the gradient is now going horizontal. Basically, this little adjuster allows you to change how it looks and the direction. You can also drag it in, and as you drag it in and make that smaller, it makes the gradient smaller on the size that you're going toward. So it's really nice that you can play around with it, and you have so much flexibility with this. It's really, really cool. And if you want to remove a color, you can always go up here, click on the stop, the little circle, and then click delete, and that removes one of the stops, so you can change it around like that. And then if you want to change the color, you click on the circle and then you change the color in the slider bar. So that will change how it looks. And then when you're happy with your gradient, when you like what shows in this preview section here, when you're happy with that, you click add to design. So as you can see, it created the text that you liked in the design with the gradient on it. That is how you do it in Canva. And if you want to adjust it, you would click on the text element, and then you have to go back over here and make your adjustments here. So if you want to start back from the very beginning, you click reset position. If you just want to maybe change the color in something, you can go ahead and do that. Maybe we wanted a little lighter pink, so we changed our color. So we like this a lot better. But over here, you can see it's still the old design. To update this, what's actually in your Canva design, you need to click update element. and then the changes will be automatically updated over on the side with your actual design. So that's how you create the gradient text, how you make changes. I hope this was helpful. If you want more Canva tutorials, definitely check out the other ones on my channel, Create with Pennies.